As been just mentioned, and this is one of, to me, not only to me, it's a kind of secret project. I have done this for more than 1 year. So finally, we actually built a real-world system and deployed in a big company. So this is actually about my dream. You know, I guess some of you know, I received my PhD in computer science, and also I have a PhD minor in statistics. So right now, I'm a professor at the business school. So why I want to do this? This is about my dream. I always want to develop something is tangible and is practical in real world. So finally, I became full professor. I have such kind of luxury time to commit my dream. So I have done a lot of business problem. Say, for instance, some of my students, I have already graduated 7 students, and some students working on the marketing. Say, for instance, I have students working on the B2B marketing analytics, and also I have students working, since 2007, I've been working on mobile intelligence. Long time ago, I played with this taxi GPS data, and we developed a mobile recommend system very early time. And also, we have a lot of work on the POI recommendation, and all this kind of work related to different types of business domain and even finance. And also, finally, I come here. So, for this one, for previous many of my work, actually, I collaborate with different company. Some company in China, some company in US. However, we just provide the algorithm. In the end, our algorithm integrate into their system. It's not something I developed. So I want to develop something by myself. So I just want to develop a system. So this system is talent intelligence system. So why this is an opportunity? Let's look at the data. Nowadays, we have the opportunity to collect all this kind of data, like we can collect a lot of human resource data from the ERP system in the company. That's internal data we have. And also we have a lot of data from outside, like from the recruitment website, and also from like LinkedIn and Lago, and also Liepin. So all this data we integrate already. So just give a little bit of hint. So we have for every day, we have raw data can be very big. Every day we have incoming data 30 gigabytes. So we have this data warehouse for the system. And now the system is a really real function system. So this explains why I come to business school. So long time ago, I started working on some project. I realized it's extremely important to understand the domain. So for this one, no surprise, we still needed to understand about the domain, about the human resource. So this technology combination and also human resource knowledge combination create the people analytics in human resource. And this to lead our process to develop such kind of system. We call it talent intelligence system. So how actually, this is the process, how actually we build this process. First, we have the data. We spend quite a long time, 3 months, try to integrate internal and external data. So we have internal data coming out, and we build into the data warehouse, and actually we have a Hadoop, all this kind of platform to support. And then we build this different learning model. The learning model is built purely based on the domain of human resource knowledge. We understand the key problem, as I'm going to introduce later. Then we develop the system, and this becomes a feedback system. So actually, I try to hide. This is our system platform, the interface. I hide something. So this is something I put here. So, and the same here. So we have already developed different function. So look at this side. In terms of human resource, the basic function, we have 3 scenarios. One scenario is about talent. The talent, we have a lot of questions. Say, which people, what kind of people we should recruit, and which people we should promote, which people we should demotion, and which people we should transfer from one department to another department. How actually we can match a person with a position. So we have a lot of questions regarding the talent itself. This is from a personal level. And look at the organization level. For each organization, in terms of management, we have their leadership and organization and also incentive. In other words, how actually we can value people, how actually we can motivate people. And from the culture level, we looking at the company, they have a different mission, vision, and value. Our job is how actually we can use data to do this. So based on different this application scenario, we actually develop different tools. Sorry, this is very sensitive, so I hide. I'm going to show some function. However, I have to hide something already developed. So let me show you some function I think is cool. So it's not available anywhere in the world. So this is one tools we develop, one technique. So we try to see which manager is a good manager. They do a good job. They can manage their team well. So it's just like every person, we have our health examination every year. So we examine the manager every day. We build this management risk index. So let's look at these two curves. This curve corresponding to one individual manager. This curve corresponding to their peer level manager. Say for instance, this manager is M3. Then we look at their department, other M3 people. So their average risk level, and this for the individual risk level. If this person's risk level is higher than their peers, that means his management has some challenge, has some difficulty. And we have two ways to look at this curve. One is horizontal way, one is vertical way. In other words, we compare with ourselves. Say, for instance, for the past, if my management risk score is always below the peer, that means I'm doing a good job on the management. However, if for some time my risk level becomes higher than other people, that means signal something. This simply raises a challenge. However, we need to look at more, see exactly what happened. This can be many reasons can motivate, can stimulate this peak. So, and also in terms of once we have this management index, we can understand the stability for the organization, for the department, and we build actually one radar map. We look at exactly which department has problem. So, and also we do another thing is we try to predict for each individual manager what's their impact on their employee, on their department. Say for instance, if I'm the manager, if I leave, how many of my people will leave as well? So this is a prediction. We see how important, how much impact you are going to have for the people you manage. So we use some algorithm, and sorry, I cannot give details about all these different things we develop. I just show you the functions we have. And this is another, I think, a very big function I can tell you guys. We try to see which person are going to leave the company. So we try to predict. So for this one, we build the learning model, and we predict which person is going to leave the company. So I cannot, I give you some result. So this has been tested in the company. So this is just one example. So based on the November 2015 prediction, we predict the top 30 risky person. We only predict the very important people, not predict the ordinary people. So for those, we call the key person. So those key person, we see, we predict the top 30 people, they leave. After 90 days, only one person is still in the company. For the rest 29, they left. We do A/B test. So this person, we don't do any interfere. So we know, we predict they are going to leave. However, we don't do anything. We see what exactly happened based on our prediction. So these are useful in the real world. Why? Say, for instance, if we predict that this person is going to leave, if this person is sitting in a very critical situation, his skill set only he has, then we have to be prepared. So either we go to the compensation and the benefit department, try to give him more money and try to retention. We try to figure out why this person is going to leave. Another way is we can build our pipeline. See, this person is going to leave, I prepare a sequence of a pipeline of talent to replace him. So that's something in terms of decision making we can do. So this all these things are already used in the company. So, and this is regarding the talent retention. We actually using a lot of multitask learning and also random forest tree feature assembly engineering techniques. A little bit I can reveal the technique we use. So this is another big portion we have done in terms of human. Say for instance, we try to understand. So a big company, they have a lot of people do job interview. We try to understand which person is a good person to do interview. Say for instance, this person interviewed in the past 100 people. And it turns out that these 100 people, most of them is horrible. That means he's not a good recruiter. And another person, they interview 30 people, everyone turns out with very high performance. So in other words, we know he's good. We not stop here. Once we understand which one is good, which one is bad, we look back what they do, what they ask, what they interact with the person. So this one, we try to build this model and to learn what kind of question and what kind of procedure sequence. And we use a lot of sequential pattern mining, try to do this. And also we do a lot of like job market trend analysis. And let's go into a little bit detail. So for this year, we published 2 papers at the KDD. This is more like a outer circle work. It's not like inner circle work, because inner circle work is a little bit sensitive. So we published 2 papers, is a little bit outer circle. So for this one, we do the recruitment market trend analysis with this sequential latent variable model. I just quickly show you why this is important. So this is one of the results we have. This gray color, deep gray color, indicate what? Indicate the people who have very deep data analytics skill. So this is a trend exactly happening not only in China and also in the world, in the US as well. So this tell you what? With the evolving of the time, the demand for these people with deep data analytics skill becomes huge now. So this is one of the results. So what's use of this result? This is useful for the company and for the people. Say for instance, if you are a student, where is your future? You should understand what's happening on the market. And also for the company, why this is important. If you see this trend, then you'll be prepared. You have to pay more money to get these people. And you have to do things beforehand to protect the talent in this area. Otherwise, you are going to lose those people because market competition getting higher. And this can go to the macro level and can go to the micro level. We look at the global market trend for each industry. And also we can look at each company, what kind of trend is happening. So, and for this work, we can also look at for each individual company, like Baidu, Alibaba, VIP, Weipinghui, and also Toutiao. We look at what kind of talent they are recruiting. Say, the major talent they are recruiting can tell us a lot of things happening in the company. So a lot of strategic level change can help, can help them to understand the change in the company. So this goes to the macro level. And this is just I mentioned, we identify which person is a good interview person, so not into the detail. And for this one is another work we developed. We try to develop the model to detect, we build this job transition network and from such as LinkedIn, and we try to detect this talent circle. So we look at what kind of people, say for instance, every company, it's just like a marriage. This person, this level, he find his wife more or less this level. The same for the company. Say for instance, like AOL, they try to get some technical person. Say for instance, they try to get some technical person. They may not be afford to recruit the people from Facebook or Google. They can recruit the people for some low-level company have this kind of skill. So we build this circle. So every company, they have their target group for specific skill set. So unfortunately, I have to hide all these things. So we develop 6 modules. This last slide. We develop 6 modules. So for the average module is corresponding to the function happening in this human resource department. Some for talent, some for organization, some for culture. And Sorry, cannot give more information. And this question.